Hello, knife community. Folder here. There's a folder in my pocket, and that folder for today is the Sauer K320. I'm gonna do a review on this knife. It's a long-term review. I've had this knife for 4 months, and I didn't want to do a review on it until I had experience, until I knew exactly what I was talking about dealing with it. So we're talking about a blade that's 3.5 inches for the blade. Cutting edge is 3 inches. The overall length is 8 inches. Now, right off the top, for me, that was one of the reasons why I bought the knife. I love 8-inch knives. Right around that 8 inches is absolutely perfect for me. The steel is S30V. It's a drop point blade. Sometimes I've heard this described as a saber grind. It's got a swedge on top. It is a flat ground, and it's coated. And yeah, and the handle's a polymer. It's a polymer handle. They put this sort of grippy texture here. Otherwise, polymer handles do get very slippery. And it has the able lock, which is basically the access lock. After Benchmade's patented, other companies were able to make the same lock. It uses an omega spring on each side that goes around this bar. There's a bar that goes through and holds the tang in place. It's a common lock, but that's not really what I wanted to review. I really wanted to just touch on the and also it weighs about 4.2 ounces. So what do I think after 4 months? Well, it's an excellent cutter. It really is. It does cut extremely well because of the flat ground blade and the shape of the blade and the sturdy. So it's excellent. In hand, it feels outstanding. This is polymer, and I normally don't like polymer, but they did a good job with it. They put this jimping on the top, and if I'm gonna be critical of it's just not. I mean, it's more aesthetics. If you dig down in it, like really dig down in it with your finger, you can get some traction. But it does have sort of now you know what it does. I'm used to jimping on, say, like Spyderco, like this jimping here. It really stops your finger from moving. It really, I mean, and it's not rough. It's not rough, but it does its job. And this tends to slide a little, you know. So, I'm a little critical of that. Also, too, I noticed with the coating on the top of this blade, I guess this is carrying it in my pocket. Some of the coatings come off. That's a little disheartening. They could do a little bit better with the coating on this. I mean, this isn't. I've used this knife for 4 months, but I haven't beat it up for 4 months. So for that to have that is a little disheartening. The polymer handle, like I said, I'm surprised that it's really, really excellent. If you're a person that likes polymer handles, you'll love this. If you're a person that does not like polymer handles, you'll like this because it's really good. This grip that it put here, I'm surprised they didn't put it all over the knife. But in hand, they don't really have to. Uh, the this textured padding that they have here at the back part of the handle is excellent. It is excellent. It really is. And weighing 4.2 ounces, the knife feels lighter than that. Not that 4.2 ounces is light, but it feels even lighter than that. It's fully lined. You know, and I really like this clip. The clip is excellent. I love the way they put the American flag here. The clip is excellent. It does do its job very well. I would have the criticism that this traction that they offered here, the same way that it benefits holding it, when you do put this in your pocket, it is a little bit problematic sometimes putting the knife in your pocket because of the traction. Yeah, so I mean, that's it. So how would I rate this thing? Listen, if I bought this knife because it's an 8-inch knife. It's light. I wanted something that was lighter, a little bit lighter as a secondary knife carrying it. And it does that job. It for EDC and everyday cutting and minor tasks, of course. I mean, these knives are all excellent for that. Carrying it in your pocket is excellent, and the fact that it does have 4 positioning for the clip. I mean, literally has, you can put it in any 4 positions, tip up, tip down, left or right. This is a good knife. This is a good knife. It really is. I mean, for 120 bucks or whatever this thing costs, I forgot what it cost. It wasn't expensive at all. This is one of those inexpensive knives, right? This is one of those inexpensive knives that you can buy that will treat you right, and it's worth the money. Like, it's not a lot of money, and it's worth every bit of it. It's also interesting how they did the polymer handle. It closed off here, the way they closed off the handle. So it's not like it's just 2 halves with a backspacer. No backspacer necessary. Yeah. I would say that Hogue Knives did a very good job with this. They made it to be comparable to the 6 Sauer firearm, and it is a good compliment to it. It really is. I wish Glock would do something like this. I'm a Glock fan, so I carry a Glock, and I have Glocks. And I remember a Glock knife that was just, I don't even know what it was, terrible. Yeah, I wish they would do something like this to complement the Glock 17 specifically. It would be really, really nice to have something like this as a complementary knife to that firearm, because this is excellent. So, highly recommend it. Awesome tool. Really nice. Okay, guys, that's all I got. Take care.